As stated in Vedic cosmology, there are 4 ages or yugas which manifest in this material world and occur in a systematic order. Unlike the Western concept of linear time, Vedic time is cyclical. Just as there are 4 seasons to the calendar year, there are 4 yugas or universal seasons that make up an epoch of the cosmos. The combination of these 4 ages are known as a Chatur-yuga or the yuga cycle, and they rotate without end. Together, they make up a time period of 4,320,000 years. Let's take a closer look at each one. The first age is known as Satya-yuga, which is characterized by virtue, wisdom, and religion. The second age is Treta-yuga, which possessed the same qualities but reduced by 1/4. The third is Dwarpa-yuga, where human beings began to stray away from the path of Sanatana Dharma. This was occurring at all levels of society. Wars began to break out as ruling kings vied for power, wealth, and influence. And finally, Kali-yuga, the most degraded and the age we are currently experiencing over the past 5,000 years, where spirituality and morality are diminished to shadows of their former selves, where quarreling and hypocrisy is the status quo. As we see today in Kali-yuga, a vast amount of technology has been produced for social and political purposes. This has become the predominant impetus that has engrossed human beings. Amidst the rise of industrial globalization, illusion, deceit, and depravity has also increased. This has taken us away from our constitutional nature by entrapping ourselves in the plane of exploitation, influencing false prestige, leading one to exploit others and material nature, which creates karma bandhana, the bondage of fruitive activity. And as long as we are entangled in karma bandhana, we experience reactionary states continuously. The innate nature of the soul is that we are reservoirs of divine love. We are born to taste nectar and cannot be satisfied with anything but nectar. But we are searching in the wrong places with the ignorance of Kali. So what is the highest nectar? Only 500 years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna Himself, descended to give us that nectarian bliss, known as Prema Bhakti, the perfectional stage of love and devotion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Gauranga, is fully endowed with the intrinsic mood and complexion of Krishna Swarup Shakti, or complete potency, known as Srimati Radhika. Shaktiman, the possessor of power, and Shakti, the power, are non-different, and they are one, but have taken 2 forms eternally, as Radha and Krishna, to relish mellows of pastimes. In this extremely rare form of Radha and Krishna combined, the Lord has descended as Gauranga to propagate the chanting of the Maha mantra. Ga means singing the holy name of the Lord. The letter U is Kamarup, the form of transcendental love. The syllable Ra refers to distribution, and Anga means limbs, which makes up Gauranga. The Lord's limbs are full of ecstatic bliss, and He has specifically come to distribute the chanting of the Maha mantra for every living entity, proclaiming it to be the topmost glory for eternal happiness. The Maha mantra consists of 16 names: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and can be chanted at any time with faith. Maha means great, and mantra means to free one from material emancipation. One cannot equal the name of Hari, which steals away imminent sins and great ignorance. There is no name equal to Krishna in bestowing prem, pure love, and no name equal to Ram in bestowing liberation. Furthermore, it's in the form of an address. Affixes such as Om, Nama, Gleam, and Swaha are not added and required, hence the true greatness of this mantra. In the Padma Purana, it is stated that in previous ages, a more strenuous decree for perfection had to be followed, like meditation in Satya Yuga. ritual services in Dwarpa Yuga, and worship in the temple in Treta Yuga to a very high extent. But in Kali-yuga, simply by chanting the Maha Mantra, one can attain Shuddha Bhakti, which is the highest goal of human life, and one can cross over the ocean of nescience. There are no hard-bound rules, such as time and place, in chanting, and one can chant in any condition. Such are the glories of the Maha Mantra. Generally, there are two practices in chanting: Nama Japa, which is a fixated number of rounds chanted on tulsi beads, and Sankirtan Yajna, congregational chanting with a group or alone. One generally accompanies this chanting with instruments. If both methods are practiced prominently, one can certainly achieve perfection. There are also 3 stages in chanting, which are Nama Prad, chanting with offences, Nama Bas, a semblance of the pure name, and Shuddhanam, chanting in complete purity. Whatever stage anybody is, they should continuously chant with persistence and faith, and the chanting will become purer. Mahamantra, being identical with the Lord, is Shabda Brahm, transcendental sound, and by chanting more, it will gradually dissipate one's anarthas or bad qualities. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalu nasti eva nasti eva nasti eva, gati ranyata. To make spiritual progress in Kali-yuga, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way than by chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name of the Lord. To benefit the common-minded people and help them develop firm faith in the holy name, the message in the verse have been repeated 3 times for extra emphasis. The use of the word Kevala, meaning only to chant the holy name, establishes the renunciation of all other karmic activities, such as the cultivation of monistic knowledge, the practice of mystic yoga, and the performance of various penances, which can't be compared on the same scale as the holy name. So what effects can chanting the Mahamantra give? It cleanses the mirror of the heart and the mind. It extinguishes the conflagration of material existence. Its radiating moonbeams cause auspiciousness to blossom. It is the very life of transcendental knowledge. It increases the waves of the ocean of bliss and bestows full nectar at every step. It bathes the consciousness inside and out, eradicating the sins of the living entity. How rare is the distribution of the Mahamantra? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears once in a Kali-yuga with his Sankirtan movement out of every 1,000 Chatur-yugas, which take 12 hours of Brahma to pass during his daytime, which is 4,320,000,000 human years, from sunrise to sunset. Then there is that same figure of human years for Brahma's 12-hour night time, when a partial annihilation takes place and no yugas are created while he sleeps. Therefore, we can understand that Lord Chaitanya's appearance is very rare, as he comes once every 24-hour period of Brahma, which is 8,640,000,000 human years. Therefore, in this rare Kali-yuga we are now in, there is also a 10,000 years golden age of the Sankirtan movement of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. The other 933 Kali-yugas during Brahma's day have no Lord Chaitanya or golden age of Sankirtan. Nama Siddhanta Sampati Prakashanaha Parayanaha Kochit Krishna Chaitanya Nama Loke Bhavishyati. In the Devi Purana, Shiva tells his wife Parvati, the Lord of all the universes will appear in Navadvip in order to reveal the treasure of the Siddhanta of his holy name. He will become renowned by the name Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Let it be understood that Shri Krishna Chaitanya, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what nobody has ever offered freely, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of divine love, known as Unnata Ujjvala Rasa, by distributing the chanting of the Mahamantra.